So you have to unmute, Peter. Sorry.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to get started with Python. So we're going to first of all get set up and get started with using EdPython here. So first of all, what I want you to do is just basically just to introduce yourself to Python. This is what we're going to do is we're going to try to replicate what we've done in what's it called, EdPython. Pretty much what we're going to do is how we're going to do at least to help us integrate and help us like slowly step into EdPython is we're going to find the equivalent in EdScratch and we're going to code it in EdPython so you know what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do first is going to show you what the code looks like in EdScratch before we do it in EdPython as well. So you know what to do. Okay, so what we're going to do, first of all, is we're going to do some very simple commands. So I'm just going to quickly share my screen. I'm going to open up the website and I'm going to share my screen. So I'm not sure you can see my Python thing. We'll have to sort this out. Things will be a bit glitchy, so so just be patient with me over here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to open up. We're going to open up on what's it called, EdPy. We're going to open up EdPy, and then we're going to get started. So before we start, does anyone know what Python is, and what's the difference between Python and Scratch? If you know, please raise your hand. Yep, Harrison.
It's a coding language.
Yes, it is a coding language. What's the difference between EdPy and between Python and Scratch? Thank you very much, Harrison. So it's a coding language. Awesome. Does anyone want to know or want to give a shot of what's the difference between EdPython and EdScratch? Nope. Oh, Harrison, yep. Do you want to explain again? Welcome. Harrison, you there?
It is command line.
Yep, there's command line involved in Python. Yep, that's a good starting point. In EdPython though, like when you use Edison, there's no need for command line in EdPython, but they use command line in Python real life, so that's really good. Good job, Harrison. Awesome. So thank you very much, Harrison. I see Joshua, you raise your hand, like in real life.
This is like a compliment. I just joined and I don't know what to do. Like,
Your first class, right? I've seen you in other classes before, right?
yeah.
This is your first class, or you've been in other classes before?
This is my first class.
Okay. Well, this is your first class. I recommend you just watch along, and then please feel free to watch the previous videos to help you get started. So if you're confused on how to set up and stuff, that's fine. Just when you're done with this class, watch the other previous classes to help you catch up.
Okay.
So thank you very much, Josh. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch to, I'm just gonna share my screen. So I just feel a bit sneezy right now. Just please excuse me for that. Okay, so this is the website we're gonna go on. I'm just gonna share. I'm just gonna copy and paste this link here. Please go to this website here. This is the website we'll be using. So just launch EdPy. Wait, just let me just quickly try to fix this. For some reason it's not. Okay, so yeah, you have to launch EdPy. Make sure, very important, we use version 2. We're using version 2. So you sure should have had the application where you use the version 2 of EdPython here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to start programming. So just something to keep in mind. So we have the ed library. So so imagine like the ed is like a toy box, like the entire package, the entire like box with all your Edison stuff. Yeah. So in your Edison box, like the entire box, inside you have like your actual Edison robot, and you have your cable itself. So imagine it like this. So it pretty much, when you do the ed, it's the box, and then in the dot, you find what's inside the box. So so some specific feature inside the box. So like say if it's a toy box, you want to make some settings, some special tools or some special cool things, you use it within the Edison box. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to make our simple command just to make it drive forward. So let's just see what it does. So if you look on the right, you see a bunch of tools within the Edison box or library that we can use. So if you look in the right hand side, you can see what each of these things does. So we can see something cool. You can see that Edison does indeed drive indeed. So you can see some of the parameters. You can make it drive forward here, direction, and make it drive forward. Speed, you can make it drive fast, and you can make it drive for how many distance and stuff. And you can see some examples of how it is run. So what we're going to do is, this is an equivalent of what we're doing in Scratch. So what we're going to do is we want to make it like in Scratch, right? In Scratch, you want to make it drive forward for probably like say around 10 centimeters at speed, probably speed 5. Okay, so this is what you write in Scratch, but in EdPython, right? In EdPython, you would do is so just say you want to drive. What we're going to do is we're going to put ed, because the thing is it's going to be in centimeters already. So first of all, you see it's in centimeters. We already set the units here as centimeters. You can change it to, I believe you can change it to inch as well. You can change it to inch, but for the time being, we just want to keep it to centimeters. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to change it to centimeters. Okay, so it's glitching. Just bear with me for a second here. We're going to make it. Let me make sure you can see my screen. We're going to make it centimeters here. Okay, so we're going to make it drive forward. We're going to make it drive forward here. This is what it does if you make it drive. We're going to make it drive forward here. So here, we're going to make it drive, and then we're going to make it drive forward. So you see how you can drive forward or backwards here? In Python, we can make it drive ed.forward. And then the speed here, we did speed 5. We did speed 5 here, but in this parameter, we want to do speed here. Speed, we want to do at ed.speed 5. And then for distance in here, we did 10 centimeters, but since we already put centimeters here already, we're just going to put 10. Okay, so now if you want to know what this code actually does, you can see like each line, it tells what the line does. It imports the box or toy or library called Edison. It says we are using Edison version 1.2.1.0. As of 2.0, if we change it to 1, it says we're using 1, but we're going to use version 2 because we're using Edison version 2. And then we're setting the units to centimeters. So this is similar if we change it to here and here. We want to make a change to centimeters. We're gonna make a change to centimeters here. And then basically, if you want to know what this code does, it makes the Edison robot drive forward for 10 centimeters at a speed of 5, which is pretty much the same thing. It drives forward for 10 centimeters at a speed of 5. So let's just try to program it and see what it does. So I'm just going to disable my background. Let me just disable my background. Yeah. Okay, let's show you can see my Edison robot. I'm just going to blur my background here. But you just see the basic gist of what Edison is doing. So what it will do, just if you remember how to set the Edison robot, you turn it on, make sure you see the 2 lights flashing. Press the circle button here, connect it to the computer. Anyway, just making sure. So basically, you connect the cable in here. For those who are new to the class, this is explained more in depth in the first lesson. So if you just press the circle button, you press Program Edison, it runs exactly the same as in Scratch. It will take slightly longer because Python will take longer than Scratch. So let's just make this and see what happens. So let's make drive. It's going to move for 10 centimeters. So it's a simple command. You make your Edison program, move forward for 10 centimeters. So yeah, this is a simple add Python command. Please try to do this on your end. I'll give you a few minutes just to program this on your end. Manisha, what's your question?
So I don't understand. How do we get Python, and how do we find the codes?
Sorry, Peter, you muted.
You're muted.
Okay, so basically all you have to do is the link is on the chat. I just send the link on the chat to his website. Make sure you click version 2. You're using Edison version 2. I'll say again, you're using Edison version 2. And then just copy and paste the code in the chat below. Also, for everyone who is new to this, make sure you don't when you auto select stuff, make sure there's no ed.ed. If you see ed.ed, there are going to be some issues here. So I anticipate that if you write something here, there will be issues here. If you get some syntax error and stuff, for example here, it is often that you misspelled something or you did an ed.ed. So at all costs, please avoid doing ed.ed, because sometimes when you select on something, if you for example something, so if I just do dot here, make sure you avoid the ed.ed. Most of the issue will happen, any syntax error will because of the fact that you see ed.ed. Make sure there's no ed.ed when you auto select stuff. There's only one ed. So hopefully that answers your question. Yep, Brendan, what's your question?
So when I did to program Edison, it says creating WAV. It shows that there's an error, but there's no error. I did exactly what you did.
Okay, it's probably something that you misspelled. It's something you misspelled. Let me see if you can share your screen. I'll just allow you to share the screen. Okay, Brendan, can you share your screen? And
So
let's-
I'll just do like this.
also, can you share your screen? Or
No, it's different.
let me just pin. Okay. Wait. So, wait. Can you move to your left to be to your left? Okay. So at the drive at the forward, it should be correct. If you okay, so what's the error? Syntax error. Oh, it has to be lowercase. So it has to be capital D, but RIV. So it's case sensitive.
So it's capital D, but
Yeah.
RIVE is like lowercase.
Yes, that's precisely it. Yes. So it's very case sensitive. So if you think it's spelled correct, if you think it's exactly, make sure you delete everything and type everything again. Because yeah, I think this is the issue that you had. So if you probably drove like this, you see this capital is everything in all capitals, and you probably have this error here. So you make sure because everything is very case sensitive. So make sure everything is capital when it's capital and non-capital when it's non-capital. So yeah, that's something to keep in mind. Good job pointing that out, Brandon. And make sure it's all the cases is all correct and accordingly, not all capital, or make sure the case is correct. Harrison.
Mine is exactly the same as yours.
I'll share my screen so I can see. Okay, can you see? Right. Oh yeah, same issue. Make sure the drive is not all capital.
Okay.
And I should
But
fix it.
if I type it in the menu, it says it. Most of them say it's all capital.
Oh, it's the auto suggest. It's the auto suggest. Ignore the auto suggest. Ignore the auto suggest, and it should work. It should be working for you now. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So hopefully that should answer your question. Okay, Brendan.
Well, when I press the triangle button, it wouldn't move.
Okay. Did you do the exact code?
Yes, I pressed the circle button and programmed it.
Oh. Try doing it again.
Okay.
Any errors? So when you check code, is there any errors?
No.
There are no error in your code. Okay. Okay, let's see what. Okay, as long as it has a success date, is it? Yep, awesome. It sounds like it should be. It should work.
Wouldn't work.
I think probably there's an issue with your battery then, because I had the same issue last time where I didn't have enough battery. So
I fixed the batteries.
again?
I fixed the batteries.
That is strange. Maybe some batteries are not fully charged. Maybe the one you replace is not fully charged.
Maybe I'll try the other one and see if it works.
Yeah, try that. Let's see if that works. Okay, I'll give you 2 more minutes. If you manage to get it work, please raise your hand and we can demonstrate to the rest of the class. Just so that we know the class is going the right direction. Yep, Manisha.
So this is my one.
Let's see what you've done. Yep, it looks like it moves forward, right?
Yep.
Awesome, good job, Manisha. Looks brilliant, good job. Congratulations, Manisha. That's your first program in NetPy. Give yourself a pat on the back. Okay, Luca, how about you? Yeah, let's see what you've done. Beautiful, good job, Luca. Awesome. Brilliant work, Luca. Great job. Awesome. Harrison?
Mine is I just got it,
Yep, did it move forward?
and it does take forever to code.
It does, yeah. Because it's NetPy, it will take much longer.
Yeah.
So just keep that in
Can you see it? Can you
mind.
see it?
A bit of it. Let's just press play. Let's press play. Move forward at all?
It's not doing anything.
Ah, okay. You probably have the same issues as Brendan then. Probably the issues with the battery. Yeah, I think you have some issues with the battery as well. Because the thing is, when you don't have enough battery and stuff, they will not move. It will still work. It will still like look like it works, but there's some issues with the battery. So maybe try changing.
Yeah, I just tried the circles, but no.
You need to press circle then press play.
No, it doesn't do anything. I
Okay.
tried doing the circles 3 times.
Oh, just try doing this. Press circle then program and play.
I'll try it again.
It'll take longer, but yeah, just make sure you give it time. Like keep it staying still. Keep it staying still until you manage to get it to work.
Can you see that, or am I,
I
or can you see me?
can see you. Okay, wait. Let me just. Okay, can I see the code one more time? Okay. There's no
It
errors.
says there's no errors, and I'll check
Can you-
again,
Can you see the? Can you go up to see the code? Can you go up to see the code?
and it's
Oh, it's-
flashing red.
Can you go up to the
But
code?
okay,
Can you go up to the code itself? Okay, wait. Okay, so import add. Is it go up? Up. It's add v2. Yep, we're using add v2. That's correct. The minutes add a drive forward. Add speed 5. Let me just double check. And 10. Yeah, that looks correct. That looks like it's correct. Okay, then just
and it says it.
there's no error there. So I recommend you just try going to the Edison, just do the same process again, but this time just be more patient because it takes longer than it's. If it didn't work, try doing the same thing with Scratch and see if it's working with Scratch. That's what I recommend. Just use any, if it doesn't work on this time, try running it, right? See what happens. And then if any issues, just get back to me. Just raise your hand and get back to me. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Harrison. Good luck, Harrison. Okay. Joshua.
Yep.
What was your question? Okay. Oh, you're working. Is this on EdPi, right?
Mhm.
Oh, good job. You caught up. Great job, Josh. Brilliant work.
I've been doing some coding like a year ago. Like I've been doing like this coding, but with like the easy version.
Okay. On Scratch, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, good job, Joshua. Glad you caught up. Glad you got a great job. Brilliant work, Josh. Awesome. Thank you, Josh. Keep up the good work. Okay. Okay. So I can see some of you getting it to work now. So let's just do something. Just take a step back. We can do other programs as well. So let's just maybe turn the lights off. So we're gonna basically try only keeping the left light on. So in Scratch, how you do this is you turn the left LED on, and then you turn the right LED off. So left LED on and right LED off. And then you drive forward for 10 centimeters here. So left LED on, right LED off. So yeah, so left LED on, right LED off. And then you do the same thing. So how we're gonna do this is we're gonna find LED. We're gonna make it turn on, the left one turn on, and then the right one turn off. So we're gonna find, yep, if we found LED, you can choose it between turning it on or turning it off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do add.left LED. Make sure when you select it, make sure there's no add.add. Make sure there's no add.add because it's gonna cause errors in your code. Make sure, because when you select the code, for example, so I'm just saying, for example, if I do left LED, it's gonna select it and it's gonna automatically copy that. Yeah. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make it turn off. Oh, sorry, we're gonna make it turn on. So do add dot on here, and make sure there's no add.add. Make sure it's all like the on is all capital. And now we're gonna do the same thing with the right LED. We're gonna turn the right LED off. So add.right LED, and then do add.off. Okay. So this pretty much does the exact same thing here. You turn the left LED light on, you turn the right LED light off. See how this is on and off? You can change it to on and off here. And you can make it drive just the way we initially anticipated. So yeah, this is what you do on the Python, and this is what it will look like if you do it on Scratch. So just to keep this in mind, this is completely independent of each other. This is how you would do this in Scratch, and this is how you do it in Python. So if you turn it off and stuff, you should do the exact same thing. Okay, I'll show you what happens, and I'll give you time to do this on your end and answer your questions, any questions that you may have. It's going to take longer than normal. We're going to disconnect. And then we're going to press play. So if you can see, it's going to turn only the left light on. So for example, it's going to only turn the left light on. You know, pressing, the left light will remain on. I'm not sure you can see properly. You can see this left line remaining on. Yeah, you can see the left line remaining on here. So this is pretty much what we would do. Okay. Okay. Harrison, do you have the same issue?
Apparently, the right LED needs a value.
Okay. So what value did you put? Did you put a value inside?
I put off.
You have to put ed.off. And make sure like off is all in capital letters.
It was.
Okay.
I didn't put the ed dot.
Uh, So it should be working now, right?
Yeah, it should.
Awesome. Yep. Awesome. Thank you very much. Yep. Awesome. Good. Okay, Brandon, did you say the same issue, right?
No, it says that the right LED has an issue.
Okay. So okay, actually I'll stop sharing my screen. Can you sorry, I actually muted you. Okay, syntax error. Can you move closer? It's just a bit hard to see. Oh wait, it's a bit hard. Oh, on the line above, you forgot the closing bracket.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to be very careful in Python. You need to be very careful in Python. Yeah, you need to be very careful. You need to be very careful in Python. You need to make sure whatever you open, you close. So yeah, so this is what the issue Brandon had earlier. You forgot to close the brackets here. And then there's, as a result, issue here. So the thing is, yeah, Python is you'd be very careful. You have to make sure, that what's it called? How do I say this? You have to make sure every opening bracket has a closing bracket. Or the capital, everything is in like, when it's capital, it's in capital. Like for example, if I write off if I type off in lowercase, it's going to be an error because it doesn't exist. See, this doesn't have a value. This has to be exactly correct. So this is a way to be careful in Python. Okay, yep. Harrison, what's your question? Harrison? Harrison, you there? Harrison? Okay, Monisha?
So
If you want it to be normal writing, you can press caps lock and then it completely reverses how you type.
Yeah, so you can use caps lock to
Well,
do.
with caps and non-caps.
Okay, just one at a time. Okay, I'll get back to you, Harrison. Monisha?
Yeah.
Syntax error.
Okay.
And the left leg is highlighted.
Okay, so can you put your iPad against the screen? Okay, wait, it's just hard to see. Let me remove my pin. Okay, wait, sorry, it's wait, so can you please keep it still? Because it's hard to see.
Okay.
Keep it still, please keep it still. Okay, ed.f_led on. I believe it looks like this. Or maybe you put the comma instead of a dot. Make sure you put a dot instead of a comma. If not, just retype everything again and see if that works. So yeah, let's see if that works, Malaysia. Yeah, like I said, if you have any issues or syntax errors, make sure you retype everything to make it correct. Okay, Harrison, what was your question again? Harrison, you there? Okay, I'll get back to you later, Harrison. See, whenever before you drive, you should only see one light turn on. So I think I cut you off earlier. Harrison, what was your question? What was your thing you were saying before?
If you press caps lock, if you press caps lock, it'll make it normal writing, and then pressing shift will change it.
Precisely, yeah. So caps lock will,
Shift will change it then to capitals. I would rather do normal writing because it does get annoying.
yeah, it does, yeah. So if you caps lock, you pretty much type everything in capitals.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I think just do shift to make everything capital. So you just have to be very careful to use when to use capital and when not to use capital. So you send me.
Domination.
So I think you're about it. But I think I get your point. Yeah. Okay. Whenever you're ready to demonstrate this, please let me know, and we can move on to probably the last part of the class. Yeah, Brendan.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you've done.
I'm just trying to. Yeah, I think I've done.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
This one moves while the light stays on while the right light stays off.
Yeah, that's exactly how it runs. So you press play multiple times, you can see the left light only turn on. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly how it's supposed to run. Great job, Brendan. And I assume the new batteries worked, right? Yep. Okay. Awesome. That's good. Yep. If anyone have any issues, just change the batteries as well. Awesome. Great job, Brendan. Joshua, let's see what you've done.
So we add a little bit of Lego.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you got the Lego as well. Nice.
It's a Lego character. Okay.
Nice. Looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. If you want to have Legos and stuff, customize it. Yeah, feel free to.
Also the light actually changes.
That is exactly what we want to do. So we want to make, when we drive, only the left light turns on. That's the intention. But no, that's really good. Awesome. Good job, Joshua. Brilliant work. Okay, Harrison. Let's see what you do.
Right?
If you demonstrate, feel free to demonstrate.
Do you see me?
I can see you. Your bunk, Ben. The
You see Edison?
no, I can see something dark. I think it's your cover, your iPad cover.
I
Have you-
haven't.
I think your cover is blocking the your iPad screen. Your iPad. You can see you.
Now can you see Edison?
No, I think it's all black. I think something's covering your camera.
There's literally because I don't have a camera on the back, I don't think.
Yeah, that's probably what.
I do. It was on the wrong side.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Press play. There's only left light turn on, right?
I can't really.
Okay, wait. Just go back to your old view when you put your iPad, like when you leant your iPad against the table, like similar to that view, yeah. Yep, try that. Just press play repeatedly. Yep, perfect, awesome. The LED LED light turns on only when you drive. Awesome, brilliant work. Exactly how it's supposed to be done. Great job, Harrison. Awesome. So one last thing is now we're gonna add a beep. So we're gonna add a beep here. So it's similar to, let me just find it, scratch. It's similar to, now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna do the beep. It's similar to this command here. This is beep, but in, see how this beep, there's nothing to add in here, right? There's no, you can't change anything. You can't make it turn on or off. It just beeps. It just simply beeps. So we're gonna find play beep. It just does the same thing. All we have to do is just add the play beep. And then it just should beep after you finish driving. So a very simple program. Let's see how to set it up. Okay, so now what we'll do is it just pretty much does the same thing, but every time it finishes, it plays a beep. Every time it finishes driving, it plays a beep. So yeah, very simple thing. All you have to do is add an extra beep, and then yeah, if you want to demonstrate, we demonstrate, and then we'll play. We'll do one last thing, and then we'll finish up the class. Yep. So I think Brandon, you have your hands raised.
It wouldn't work. It says there's an error.
Okay, what's the error here? What's the error here? We can go left. Go to your left. The other side. Yep. Down. Wait. Add dot play.
It says I did Edie.
Okay.
Dot play beep. And those.
There's nothing in it. I'll copy and paste the thing and see if it works. I'll copy and paste the code and then try it yourself. It looks like it should be correct. Can you try programming it now?
Okay.
Awesome. Thank you, Brendan. So yeah, this is basically using this command here. You just add this on top. Okay, Harrison?
I can demonstrate.
Okay. Brilliant work, Harrison. Looks really good. Awesome. Great job, Harrison. Okay, Brendan? Brilliant. I'm glad you fixed the issue. This is the spelling issue. Awesome. Good job, Brendan. And then Josh, let's see what you've done.
Put the Lego man in.
You did a Lego as well. I can hear you. Can you? I can't hear the beep. Can you? Yep, I can hear. Perfect. Great job, Josh. And I think the Lego edition as well.
And plus it is with Lego, so it's better.
Exactly. It makes more fun and more light.
Throw glasses.
I'm liking the thing as well.
To
Good.
deal with the glasses.
Good work, Josh. Okay, Monisha, let's see what you've done.
So in the brackets of baby, what do we do?
Huh? There's okay. So you see how it's there's no brackets or nothing to put in here, right? It's the same thing in Playbeat. It says it doesn't expect anything in the brackets here.
Okay.
Okay, so that should
So
be.
I just have to let it load.
Yeah, we can wait for you. Wait for you, then we'll do one last thing and then we'll finish up the class early. Waiting for you, Monisha. Does anyone know for the demonstration between
Oh, 1 second.
does anyone have any questions for the time being? In the meantime, just look through all this. Everyone waiting, just look through all these things just to see what each of the function does.
Think that Playbeat has a problem.
Okay, what's the issue with your one, Monisha?
I'll show you.
What's the issue?
So here,
Wait. Play beep. Sure why. Not sure why there's an issue. It looks correct though. Make sure you delete and type everything again. Just see if that works. Okay, I'm gonna move on. If you ever want to demonstrate the next part, please feel free to do so, Monisha. Okay.
okay, it'll just be a second.
If you want to demonstrate, just raise your hand. Just gonna move on to the next part. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one last thing. So we have a beep here, but now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play a tone. So we're playing a tune here. So I think maybe let's play a tone. So we're gonna play a tone and for a duration here. This is fine. Quarter. So this is gonna be similar to what we did here. So let's just do playtone, add a playtone, so we have a note and duration. So we have here in sound we have a tone here. So we will play tone. So maybe we can do a quarter note, or maybe let's do a half note. And then we just do let's do a C sharp. It's a music thing. If you know music, this is half a note. This is a long note, half note, quarter note, or eighth note. So let's do a half note in C sharp. Okay, so let's do this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do ed.play tone. If you want to see what note it does, it explains it here. So we do ed.note. We're gonna do C sharp. I believe, yeah, let's probably just do C. And here's some random numbers. It's basically like the octaves. From if you do piano stuff or music, this is like octaves above. So, but this is like more complicated. Let's just do, just play C sharp 7. C sharp 7 stuff. So yeah, if you don't understand this, this is just music stuff. That's fine. C sharp 7, and we'll do ed dot what's called, we're gonna play a note, a half note. So we do a note and then half. You see how we can do a whole note, half note, or quarter note. So let's do half. And then if you have music talents in you can try to expand this and make your own song in like Python. That'll be pretty cool. So yeah. So what we're gonna do now is we are going to set up and then program this. And then we're gonna play a note. So play beep and then play a note. Any more music with the note? Let me just set this up again. Here. Oh, sorry. Let's try programming this again. Yeah, we'll take a bit longer because it's then see what happens when we play. So it plays a quick. So the thing is, it plays a quick beep. It plays a quick beep, and then it'll play a much higher note. So yeah. So the thing, this will play back to back. So I might delete this, so you can make it more obvious what the note is. Normally you can do a wait, but a bit more complicated in Python. So you can do something simple like out here. So I'm going to finish this off. And then let's play. So we'll play a bit longer. So maybe play the beep and stuff. You'll be a bit confused. I'm just going to copy this. I suggest you delete the block and try doing it again. Okay, Manisha, and then whoever can demonstrate this, will on this.
It isn't about demonstrating. It's that do I have to keep beep there or should I just delete it?
Delete the beep, yeah.
Because it's saying that the beep has a problem even though I tried to write it again like about 5 times.
Okay, I think this. Okay, try doing this. If there's any issues, just do it again. So yeah, if you have any issues, again, we can cover next week's class and stuff. So yeah. So just try it, and if there's an issue, just try on your own, and then do it in next week's class. Yep, Harrison, do you want to demonstrate? Or do you have any questions?
It sounds way better without the beep,
Yeah.
and
So
I think it actually was confused with the beep.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why you have to remove the beep. So do you try? That was brilliant, Harrison. Awesome. Good job, Harrison. Okay, awesome. So that should wrap up the class. Yeah, just copy and paste this code that I put. Other than that, if you still having issues catching up, just look at the YouTube video that will be sent out. You should know how to get the video by this point. If not, just ask your parents to contact the Roomkids admin. Other than that, thank you for the class. I'll let you all head off. Thank you so much. Learned a lot today already. Awesome. I'll see you all next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Enjoy the class.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.